10 of the world's most shocking facts about sleep. All of us sleep, but have you ever heard these facts related to sleep? Sleep is one of the basic needs of a human being. Every human being needs to sleep once a day, and after sleeping, the person is refreshed to work again. In today's video, we will tell you 10 amazing facts about sleep that you've never heard before. So without further ado, let us tell you 10 surprising facts about sleep. Number 1. Falling asleep can be hard. Every person tries to fall asleep immediately after a long day of work. Some people are so tired after working all day that they fall asleep immediately after lying down, but some people can't sleep despite trying. There are many videos on YouTube that talk about ways to fall asleep early, and people follow them but still fail to fall asleep. Why? Because science says that just as hunger is not under the control of a person, it is also not within the control of a person to force himself to sleep. Sleep is an automatic process. A person can only create a favorable environment for sleep, but cannot force it upon him. So stop the futile attempt to sleep. When you have to sleep, you will sleep yourself. Number 2. Humans are the only ones to delay sleep. We've all been there before. It's 2 a.m. and we're desperately trying to finish a project for work or school that is due the next day. We know we should go to bed, but we just can't seem to make ourselves do it. If only we could just take a quick nap. Unfortunately, as hard as we may try, it seems that delaying sleep is something that only humans can do. Animals, on the other hand, don't seem to have this problem. If they are tired, they will immediately go to sleep, no matter how important the task at hand may be. In fact, many of us might envy animals for this trait. After all, who wouldn't want to be able to take a nap whenever they felt like it? However, it is worth noting that humans are the only species that have developed this ability, meaning that it must serve some sort of purpose. So why do humans have the ability to delay sleep? Scientists believe that it might be due to our unique brain structure. Unlike other animals, humans have a cerebral cortex, the part of the brain responsible for higher cognitive functions. This allows us to think abstractly and plan for the future, two things that are essential for delaying sleep. So next time you find yourself struggling to stay awake, just remember that you are using a uniquely human ability and try not to stay up too late. Number 3. Longest someone has gone without sleep. Sleep is very important for every living being, including humans. And you have seen that if we stay awake for 12 to 14 hours continuously, we become irritable and cannot focus on anything. Sometimes, due to some necessary work or compulsion, a person may have to stay awake for several hours continuously, but we cannot stay awake for more than 1 or 2 days, and finally, we fall asleep. Do you know what the record for the longest consecutive days awake is? James, a 17-year-old from the United States, made a world record for the longest continuous wake-up, which no one has been able to break until now. In 1963, James surprised the world by staying awake for 11 days and 25 minutes continuously, setting a world record. He didn't use any kind of drug to wake up. He says he just kept people around him so he could talk to them and not fall asleep. His boss will be happier than him after this record, as he can now outwork him for 11 consecutive days. Number 4. Black and white dreams. A few decades ago, color television did not exist. Televisions used to show pictures only in black and white. In those days, TV viewers had no problem watching black and white pictures because they were unfamiliar with color television. But in today's era, if all videos and pictures are shown in black and white, people might not accept them. Research has revealed something that you'd be surprised to know. Researchers say that 12% of people worldwide also dream in black and white, most of whom are over 55 years of age. Most of these people are those who have been watching black and white pictures and TV since childhood and have stayed away from color television, so their brains only show them black and white pictures even in their dreams. I think these people are living in 2022, but they're still dreaming of the 1950s. Number 5. Sleep is an active state. It is generally believed that when a person sleeps, the functions of the body and mind stop. The brain does not work while sleeping, but this is not the case in reality. Research has shown that when we sleep, our brain is still active, and surprisingly, it uses more oxygen while asleep than when awake. And maybe because of this active mind, we can also dream. Of course, if my math teacher found out about this brain trait, he would give me an assignment to do while I sleep. Number 6. Why do we sleep? We have seen that every human being sleeps. Most people sleep at night, while some people sleep during the day. Now the question arises here, why do we sleep? What is the reason that every person leaves all his work and sleeps at night? According to medical science, sleep is very important for the human body and mind. After a day's work, both the human body and mind get tired. The body's ability to move and the mind's ability to focus decrease, and sleep recharges both the body and the mind. After staying awake throughout the day, various types of toxins start building up in our brain, and when we sleep, our brain removes these toxins. Someone please send this video to my dad so that he knows that when his son is sleeping, he's not sleeping without any reason but removing toxins from his mind. Number 7. Least and most sleep needed. The average person needs 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Some people sleep more or less, but 8 hours of sleep is enough to keep the human body and mind healthy. Do you know which animals sleep the most and the least? Koalas are one of the most sleepy animals. Koalas sleep for 20 to 22 hours out of the 24 hours in a day, and this period is the longest among all living creatures. When it comes to sleeping the least, the wild elephant sleeps the least among all living creatures. An average wild elephant sleeps only 2 hours a day. If you have the opportunity to adopt the traits of either of these two animals, considering your laziness, I'm quite sure that you would choose the koala. Number 8. 5 minutes to fall asleep. Most people complain that it takes them a long time to fall asleep, but there are some people who fall asleep as soon as they lie down in bed. We think these people are pretty lucky to fall asleep so quickly. According to science, if you fall asleep within 5 minutes of lying down in bed, it's not a good sign. It means that you are very tired and you fell asleep early, but you'll not be able to sleep for long. That is, in simple terms, you've fallen asleep early, but the quality of the sleep is not good. For a good night's sleep, you should fall asleep 10 to 15 minutes after going to bed. This way, the sleep you get will be of better quality and you'll be well refreshed. By the way, it could take you a few hours to fall asleep if you use your phone for a while before bed. Number 9. Sleeping during a job in Japan. Imagine if you fell asleep while working in your office. What would be the reaction of your boss? Of course, you might be scared just imagining that, because if you're caught sleeping on the job, you may not only be insulted, but you may also have to lose your job. If you are in Japan, this is not an issue for you, because in Japan, if you fall asleep on the job, no one will object to you, and you might even get a promotion for it. You don't believe me, do you? Believe me, I'm telling the truth. In Japan, if a person falls asleep while on the job, it is considered that this person is very hard-working. He's tired after working hard, so he fell asleep while working. Of course, many of you will think about shifting to Japan after watching this video. Number 10. Bright screens can affect your sleep. All devices with screens, such as mobile phones, computers, and TVs, emit blue light. When we see the blue light, a signal goes to our brain that it is not yet night and it is not yet time to go to sleep, but it's time to wake up, and because of this signal, we can't go to sleep. That is why people who use mobile phones or computers before bed at night face many sleep problems, and many even suffer from insomnia. Therefore, do not use your mobile device or computer an hour before bed. The purpose of telling you this fact at the end of the video is to make you watch the whole video. If I told you this fact first, you might have put your phone to the side. See how clever I am? So there you have it, 10 of the most shocking facts about sleep. Surely, after knowing these facts, you'll be able to improve your sleep. In the meantime, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up below, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating videos.